Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sadashivasamarambam Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Om. Welcome to the third session of Anubuthi Prakasha, which will be a revision of Kathopanishad from the perspective of Vidyaranya's very simple elucidation in simple Sanskrit, which will be explained to us by our Sanskrit Acharya, Mahoday Raja Reddy. In the third class, we are now talking, our Acharya Yamadharmaraja has accepted Nachiketa as his student. Before going to the teaching, he's talking now about the greatness of the student, the greatness of the teacher, and the difficulty of the subject, and how various obstacles can come from the devas, how the obstacles can affect the teacher and affect the functioning of the teacher, and also affect the functioning of the student. From there on, Yamadharmaraja gives two difficult mantras which explain about the nature of Atma. And at that stage, there is this question from Nachiketa, where he clarifies his whole third boon in the form of that famous mantra, Anyatra Dharma, Anyatra Adharma. And the brilliant answer comes from Sarve Veda. The essence of all this is Om, and we will conclude today's class by the greatness of Omkara. I will request our Mahoday Raja Reddy sir to explain. Whenever you see these verses, these are Anubuthi. Whenever you see Kathopanishad verses, they are indicated in red. Mahoday sir.
Namaste, Mahoday.
Screen is seen? Mahoday?
No, Mahoday.
No. Not seen? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Was the screen seen until now?
Mahoday.
Now it's moving. Yes, sir.
Now it is moving, Mahoday.
Second. Mahoday sir, you can take over.
Mahoday. Ashtadasha, Mahoday?
Yes, 18.
Tenokte samshaya eva shurvachaha bahuyo janat brahmaivānubhavītena brahma proktam vibhudhyate. The previous sloka, how the teachers will be there, we have seen two types of teacher. So, Acharyaha Dvividaha Kathamiti Vayam Drishtavantaha. Now, in this, we are explaining about that, how they are different. Ekaha Acharyaha, the Prathamaha, the first one, Tenokte Samshayaha Eva, because he is not yet come out from his Atma Gnanam, he doesn't have. So, Brahma, I am the Brahman, that knowledge he doesn't have. So, therefore, he is yet not understood. the humanly feeling is not moved out. So this person, whenever he is only Shabdarthagnaha, he knows only the Shabda and its Artha, and only the Shastra Gnanam he has, and he doesn't have the experience of Brahman. And himself he is not yet realized that I am the Brahman. So when this person explains about this, then he takes different examples, and with that there will be more samshayas will arise, more doubts will arise. And why doubts will arise means because he is so many examples are giving, but not the experienced examples. So therefore, many doubts only will be there when this type of teacher instruct the student. Brahmaiva anubhavi tena brahma proktam vibhudhyate. Brahmaiva anubhavi, the knower of the Brahman, the knower of the Atma Gnanam, that type of teacher, he himself, he has the experience. He has Swa Anubhavam. So Anubhavi, Brahma Anubhavi. So he has the experience that I am the Brahman. So he himself considered as a Brahman. So when this type of experienced teacher, when he instruct any student, then it will be clearly the student, the seeker will understand. Proktam vibudhyate, tena proktam, tena brahma proktam, because he is the already having the knowledge and he is experienced it. So when he expresses, when he explains about the Brahma Gnanam, he considers himself as a Brahman. So he is explaining the Brahma Gnanam. So therefore, the seeker also will understand easily the Brahma Gnana. He will not see outside. He himself consider as I am the Brahman. So this feeling, how the teacher is having, the same feeling will have the learner also. So therefore, when the two teachers, one is only Shabdarthagnaha, another one is Brahmaiva Anubhavi. The Anubhavi is the excellent teacher who has the great command on the subject and he has the self-experience. The other one has only the Shastric knowledge. He doesn't have the self-experience. He is not come out from the human form. So he is yet not feeling himself as a self, as a Brahman. So therefore, these two teachers, one is when he is teaching, the students will get more and more problems, doubts, and they will not understand clearly, like the teacher himself is not considered as a Brahman. So the second, when you take, the second is already experienced. He has the experience of the Brahman. So automatically the learner also, as a teacher, how he is understood, the same experience will get the learner also. So this is the Sreshta Guru. He is the best. So the other one, he is only Shabdarthagnaha. So these two are the differences between the commendable teacher and an ordinary teacher. कुतर्कान्नाशयते विद्या कुतर्कात् कुतर्कान्नाश्यते विद्यां तार्किको न गुरुस्ततः आगमे चानुभूतौ च कुशलोऽत्र गुरुर्भवेत्. कुतर्क, तर्कः, Shruti and Anubhuti. So these three stages are there. When Shruti is the Pramanam and the Tarka, logic also is required, which is based on the Shastra Adhara, and then Anubhuti. These are the three methods which we have to use to learn. When Kutarkaha, the logic is based on the Shastra, there is no problem and you don't get any mistake in that. But when the Tarka logic is only for the purpose of logic, you are using unwanted logics, which is not based on the Shastric knowledge. Then with that, what will happen? You are not going to get the true education. You are destroying the Shastra Gnanam because of your vicious logics. So the logician cannot give the proper knowledge. Tarkiko na guruhu tataha. So therefore, the logician who is using always logics, this person, the kutarkaha, cannot become a good teacher. Agamecha anubhutaucha kushalaha atra guruhu bhavet. So the first person has only the Shastric knowledge and he uses different types of logics, and the logic is not having the Shastra Pramana. Therefore, he is not fit to become a good teacher. So he is not a commendable teacher. He is only understand the Shabdartha. The second one is Agame and Anubhutaucha Kushalaha. He is expert. Where? He is expert in the scriptures, Agama Shastra. In the Agama Shastras, he is well versed. So, not only that one, you are only Agama Shastra well versed means you are having only knowledge, but the experience that I am the Brahman, that Anubhuti also is required. When Shastra Sampat and as well as you have the experience, Swa Anubhuti, the Swanubhuti, Atmanubhuti, whatever it is there, in this also the one who is expert, that type of expert is only the Guruhu Bhavet. He is the competent teacher. He is the commendable teacher. He is the Sreshtaha Guru. The other one is an ordinary teacher. Shishyo Bahirmukho Nasyat Adhyatmam Yogamacharan Durdarshatvadi Samyuktam Apyatmanam Prapashyati. Shishyaha Bahirmukho na syat Adhyatmam Yogam Acharan Durdarshatvat Samyuktam Atmanam Api Saha Prapashyati. Shishyaha, student, always Bahirmukaha nasyat. You should not search outside. Your mind should not move outside to search the Atman. So you should see inwards. Atma kutra pashati bahirna. You should not see outwards. The external objects all are temporary. They are not permanent. So your mind should not involve outside things. Your mind should involve inside. It should concentrate self. So when it is concentrating about the Atman, then you can realize how Yogam Acharan, by practicing, concentrating. So Nididhyasanam, Mananam, Abhyasaha, Vairagya Bhavana, Ityadibihi, when you are following that one, following this Acharanam, Durdarshatvam, it is very difficult to see. Durdarshatvad api, the Atma is not very easily you can see. You can understand, you can experience. It is very Shukshma Bhava, Anutattvam. This type of Anutattvam, which is very difficult to examine, to identify, to understand yourself, I am the Brahman. That also, when you are Atmani Adhitishtati, so you are seeing inwards, then your mind is inwards whenever it is working, you are concentrating on self, Atmani, then you can see. If you see outer, your mind is moving outside the objects, then external objects only very important to you. Then as long as your mind is concentrating on the external objects, so long you are not going to experience as a Brahman and you are not going to identify in you. That self identification, the self Brahma Anubhava, you will get through when you are experiencing, your mind is inwards, it is working and it is practicing, then only you can realize. So Kathopanishad shloka, the same, how there it is in easy method is the same thing. In the Kathopanishad also we can see. Tam durdarsham gudam anupravishtam guhahitam gahvareshtam puranam adhyatma yogadi gamena devam matva dhiro harsha shokau jahati. So, tam durdarsham. So, come that Atma, self, Atmanam, durdarsham, which is very difficult to see. Tadrusham, that type of Atma which is very difficult to see and which is Gudam Anupravishtam Guhahitam, which is being inside the Guha, that's covered by the Ajnana, Avaranam. So, sealed or enveloped by the Ajnanam, Tadrusham Guha Pravishtam, Puranam Atyantam, Prachinam, old, ancient, and Tadrusham Shashwatam, Gahvareshtam, Adhi Atmanam, Yoga Adhigamena, Devam Matva. When you are practicing this, when your mind is inwards, you are moving through that practice, then you will understand properly. So, etadrusham gahvareshtam, which has hidden in our guhayam, that type of puranam, ati puranam, atmanam, adhigamya, once when you get, tam devam matva, after knowing that is the atman, then dhiraha harsha shokau jahati, he will give up the happiness and as well as sorrow. When he will give up means when he realizes, when he understands that guha hitam, which is there hidden, that one is the Ishaha, that is the Parabrahman, that is the Atman. When he will understand, once he knows that, then afterwards he is giving up that there is no happiness, there is no dukkham. So, Harsha Shokau Jahati, for him both are equal that time. Ataha, you should know that which is located in our heart, which has become very hidden one, and that hidden one, and it cannot be easily you can get. And it is only through the practice, through the abhyasa only you can get, you will identify this type of ancient Atmanam, Devam Matva, after knowing his the Atmanam, then the person will give up this Harsha and Shoka. For him, he is both are equal, sorrow and happiness. There will be no difference for him. So this is the Indriya Agocharam, Guhahitam, Atmanam, he will identifies. When he identifies, then this all he will get. For him, there will be Harsha Shoka will not be there. So, Saha Shashvata Anandam Prapnoti. He will get the eternal joy. Paramanandam. Bahyendriyair na drishyoyam gudasthana praveshatah Panchakosha guhantasto gahvare tamasistitah. The same shloka which we have seen the Kathopanishad, here it is explained. Bahya indriyaihi, the sense organs, which the objects which are there outside, with through that bahya indriyaihi, you cannot see. Na drushyaha ayam. So these sense organs, with these sense organs, you cannot identify, you cannot see. Kimarthamitukte esha gudasthana praveshataha. So it is present in a hidden place. Tad kevalam katham pashyati itukte, it is covered with the panchakoshas. So when the panchakoshas are covered, so you are unable to see it. It is totally covered. Ataha, yatha, how in the cave is darkness is covered and you cannot see, like that because of the ignorance. You are not able to see this. Panchakosha guhantastaha Ishvara, you are unable to see. So therefore, Atma Gnanam, this Bahya Indriya Dwara, you are unable to see. You have to see Kevalam, the experience. Kevalam etad Bahya Indriya Dwara, only through the Indriyas you cannot experience and you cannot identify. So, you have to see that hidden Atmanam through the Gnanam. Etat Sritva Samparigrihya Martyaha Pravrihya Dharmyam Anum Etam Prapya Samodhate Modaniyang Hilabdhvam Vivruta Sadma Nachiketa Sammanye. Etat Sritva, after Sravanam, after listening this,
Mahoday, you have become muted. Unmute, please.
oh, Etat Sritva, after listening this, Samparigrihya, after Samyak Parigrihya, Parigrahanam, grasping. After grasping it properly, the Martyaha, Manushyaha, Pravrihya Dharmyam Anum Etat Prapya. Pravrihya. So you are coming out from this body and that dharma, whatever it is there, that dharmam gnatva, after obtaining it, saha modate, then he will get the happiness. Kim prapya? Modaniyang hi labdva, whatever it is giving the happiness, those all you are getting, then after that you are enjoying. Vivruta sadma nachiketa sammanye. So the Yama is telling that, hey Nachiketa, because you are knowing everything, this one, so it is kim chintayami itukte vivruta sadma. So etad brahma bhavatah krite idanim avagatam eva, you understood, right? Ataha brahmagnana prapti bhavate, for you the brahmagnana prapti is now, it is open. So you can understand. Once when you understand this one, etats, after knowing, properly examining. So that's why also whenever he has given so many temptations also, he never changed the Nachiketa. So therefore, I am thinking that, So you are eligible for this Brahma Gnanam. It is open to you. Iti Yamaha Nachiketa Samvadati. He explains to the Nachiketa that it is you are not going to know about the Brahman. Yogenantarmukha buddhi tamo nashayate tataha devam gnatva harsha shokau tyajet tad yogyatastite. That one only same thing he is explaining here. Yogena antarmukhaha. Through the practice, your mind is inward. Your sensory organs are not seeing the outsides. Through the bahya indriyas, you are not able to find out. So your mind is not involving the outer objects. When you are inwards, your mind is working. So at that time, yogena, so yogaha, abhyasaha, practice. Through the practice, when you are antarmukhi krati, these objects, you are antarmukhanam, your mind is antarmukham kritam, then tamo nashayate tataha. So whenever it is inwards, it is there, then what will happen means your tamaha, agnanam, the ignorance will be destroyed. So, etat praptum, to get this one, what you require means yoga, practice is required. Ataha, etat yoga dwara kim karoti, through the practice, whenever your mind inwards it is there, you are withdrawing these all sense organs moving outwards, it is inwards whenever it is going, then your mind realize that your agnanam will go and Atma Gnana Prapti you will get. Devam Gnatva. So by knowing the Devam, after knowing yourself, the Atman, you are the Brahman, Harsha Shokau Tejet. So you will realize when you are the self, you are the Brahman, then Harsha Shokau Tejet. So once you realize there will be no Harsha, there will be no Shoka. So Harsha, happiness, and Shoka, grief. So these two are not there. Tad yogyata astite. So the Yama is telling that yogyata is there for you. Because you have the type of arhata, eligibility. So whenever, in the previous slokas, we learned that the teacher will test so many exams he will give whenever I am giving something. The gnanam, whenever I am giving, so first you are eligible or not, we have to test. So Yama tested so many ways Nachiketa. Now he is telling that, yes, Nachiketa, you are eligible for that. So you will realize yourself. Ataha tad yogyata astite. That arhata is that eligibility you have. Anyatra Dharma, Anyatra Adharmat. Anyatra Dharmat, Anyatra Adharmat, Anyatra Asmat Krita Kritat, Anyatra Bhutacha Bhavyacha, Yat Tat Pashyasi Tadvada. So, when the Yama says you are eligible for that, then immediately Nachiketa also asks. So, dharma, adharma, kritam and akritam, bhutam and bhavyam. So, this which will not affect dharma or adharma will not affect. Right? It's beyond the dharma and adharma. And kritam and akritam. Kritam nama done. Akritam nama not done. So, yatkimapi, whatever you have to do, some cause will be there. Right? Then only effect will be there. So what is there that the beyond this cause and effect? And then Anyatra Bhutacha Bhavyacha. Right. Anyatra Bhutat. Bhutam nama the past and Bhavyam nama future. Bhutat Bhavyat. So other than the past and the future. Yat Pashyati Tadvada. That which you see other than the dharma and adharma, other than the cause and effect, kritam and akritam, other than the bhutam and bhavyam. So, avastha traya atita. So, these three avasthas, atitam, whatever it is there, that you tell to me. So, I would like to know about that. So, to tell this one only, you are eligible. So, I am asking that beyond these three stages, what is the other one is there? That I would like to know. Tadvada. Tadaham gnatum ichhami. I would like to know that. So here, till now, he was requesting. Now here, Tadvada is directly not requesting, is ordering. Oh, Yamadharmaraja, you can tell now, because you are only telling I am ready, I am fit for that. So you can tell to me. So it's a commendable way he is asking. Vada, tvam vada. Salot lakara madhyama purusha. So he's telling like that, commanding now. Yogyoham chet tarhi tattvam rahasyam yatvamikshase tadbruhi sarva samsara gunatitam vimuktaye dharma dharmau karya hetu tatha bhuta bhavishyati anyaccha sarvam no yatra tadevapekshitam mama. The same sloka in the Anubuthi Prakasha we can see. Hey Yamadharmaraja, O Yamadharmaraja, if you say aham yogyaha chet, if I am fit to get the Brahma Gnanam, the Atma Tattvam, tarhi tattvam rahashyam yat tvam ikshase, which you have seen, that rahasyam, the secret knowledge, rahasya gnanam, that tattvam, the philosophy, what you learned, tat atma tattvam, the satyam, truth, whatever it is there, that you teach me. Because you are only telling that I am the yogyaha. Yogyaha chet, if I am the yogyaha, then why cannot you tell, which you have seen already? Tad bruhi sarva samsara gunatitam vimuktaye. Tad bruhi. So by knowing which, I can be beyond this world. Sarva samsara gunatitam. This entire world's gunas, what are there, beyond that gunas, atitam, guna atitam. I would like to know because I want the vimukti, salvation. Ataha aham moksham praptum ichhami. To get the moksha, I want that gnanam, which you have seen, which you know, because you are telling that I am worthy for it. So you tell to me the truth. So dharma dharmau karya hetu tatha bhuta bhavishyati anyaccha sarvam dharma adharma. The previous sloka which we have seen, which is beyond the, so which is other than the dharma and adharma, other than the cause and effect, karya and hetu. Karyam is the, right? Karyam and hetu, cause and effect. Tathaiva bhutam bhavishyam, the past and future. So which is atitam than these three things? Tadrusham, that type of atmanam, Anyaccha sarvam no yatra tadeva apekshitam mama. Which is absence from these all things, that only I want, that only you teach me. Tad eva apekshitam mama, that only I expect. Anyat sarvam na avashakam. I don't want. Only I want this one. Sarve Veda Yat Padamamananti Tapamsi Sarvani Cha Yadvadanti Yadichanto Brahmacharyam Charanti Tatte Padam Sangrahena Bravimi Omityetat. Etat Kathopanishadaha mantramasti. Sarve Vedaha Yat Padam Amamanti. All the Vedas. Sarve Vedaha Yat Padam. Which Padam? Which place? It will Amamananti. The praise. So, Sarvesham Asmakam Ekam goal. It is there. Tad goal kimasti. Tad Sarve Vedaha. Kim kurvanti itukte tad Atma Tattvam Amamananti. So will praise. Tapamsi sarvani cha yadvadanti. All the penances. So we are doing so many tapa. These all what they are telling. Yadvadanti. Yadichantaha brahmacharyam charanti. So people seeking what? They are following the brahmacharya vratam. Tat padam, that position, that place, about that. Sangrahena bravemi. That I am telling briefly, that is only Om. So now he is bringing the Pranava Tattvam here. Ataha Sarve Vedaha. So what all the Vedas are discussing about, are all the Vedas and Srutis, Upanishads, everything is praising about what? That Parabrahman. So that Parabrahman and all the tapamsi sarvani. So whatever the tapas sadhana you are doing, those everything is what they are telling, what they are giving. So this everything is giving about the Atma Gnanam. And by seeking what? People seeking what they are doing, this Brahmacharya Vratam. So that everything. So what is that means? That Paramapadam. That Padam eva asti sangrahena. Briefly I am telling that. Tadeva Om iti. So Om, Omkaram, Pranavanadam, which is Guha Hitam. Tadrusham Pranavanadam eva asti. It is there. This is the known Pranava Nadam, Pranava Mantram, Omkara. Sarva Vedeshu Yad Vedyam Tapamshi Yad Avaptaye Brahmacharyam Cha Tat Vastu Pranavena Abhidiyate. The same slokas, essence, it's here in the briefly. Sarva Vedeshu, in all the Vedas, Yad Vedyam. So through the all the Vedas, what should be known? Tapamsi Yad Avaptaye. So you are doing so many tapas. For what purpose? To get what? Brahmacharyam cha tat. So tat praptaye. Tad vastu praptaye. Kim karote? Brahmacharya vratam you are taking. So this, everything, the who all are doing the tapamsi to get what? And all the Vedas are praising, are discussing about what? That Brahman. And as well as this entire thing, Brahmacharyam, for seeking what you are following, this Brahmacharyam, Sarvamapi Pranavena Abhidiyate. That is known as only the Pranava Omkara. That's only This entire thing, all the Vedas and Tapaha and Brahmacharyam, this entire thing is discussing about the Omkara. That is the Pranavanadam. Etaddevaksharam Brahma. Etaddevaksharam Param. Etaddevaksharam Gnatva. Yo yadichasi tasya tat. Etat eva aksharam Brahma. This Pranavanada, Omkaram only is the Brahman alone. Tathaiva, etadeva aksharam param. This is the Brahman which you have to know, the highest Paramatma, the supreme soul, what you would like to know, that also this Pranavanadam only. Etadeva aksharam gnatva. So, the one who knows this, etad aksharam, this Pranava Nadam, after knowing this, yaha yadi ichhati tasya tat. So, whoever wants, tasya tad milati. Ataha, he told that once you understood the Omkara, then whatever you want, you will get. You want the moksha, you will get the moksha. Yo yadichasi tasya tat. Seekers, they are the tapamsi they are doing. For what purpose? That they will get. The Sarve Vedaha, what they are telling, that which the Brahmacharya Vratam who is following, that he will get that. So, etad Pranavanadam. So, whatever it is there, that you have to understand. This if you know, then you will get whatever you want. Ataha Pranavasya Gnanam Praptavyam. So, he is now taking to us the Gnana Vibhagam Prati. Etadalambanam sreshtam. Etadalambanam param. Etadalambanam gnatva. Brahmaloke mahiyate. So, etadalambanam sreshtam. Etadalambanam param. Etadalambanam. Alambanam nama support. So, etad alambhanam, this aksharam only, this pranavanatha only, this is the Brahman. This aksharam alambhanam karaniyam. Etad sreshtam, this is only sreshtam. This is the supreme support. Other than this, there is no other support. Ataha etad alambhanam sreshtam. So, he is explaining the glory of Omkara. So, but that you have to understand. Sreshtam etad alambanam param. Param praptavyam. So, you have to realize this. Supreme Brahman means this only you have to understand the Pranavanadam. Etad alambanam gnatva. After knowing this, Brahmaloke mahiyate. So, you will be the Brahmaloka. In the Brahmaloka, once you know this one properly. Ataha, Brahma Tattvam Gnatavyam Chet Pranavanadasya Artham Gnatavyam. You should know the Pranavanada properly, should understand the Brahman. So, this is the only Alambanam, this is only the supreme support, this is only you have to learn. You have to realize. So, once you realize this, then afterwards you will be happy. The Parama Anandam Prapnoti Brahmaloke Mahiyate. Bhavataha Krite Brahmalokam Gnayate. You will understand the Brahmaloka. Pranavo Vachakastasya Shat Pratikamupastaye Tena Bodhurbhaven Mukti Brahmalokyopyupasituhu. So, after knowing the same thing sloka in the Anubuthi Prakasha, Pranavo Vachakaha Tasya Syat. Tasya Vachakaha Pranavaha Syat. The Omkara is the Vachakaha of Tasya. Tasya Nama, the Paramatmanaha, the Supreme Brahmans. The higher or lower level Brahman, both you will understand, the Hiranyagarbha and Parabrahman. So these two you will understand through the Pranava. Pratikam upastaye tena bodhuhu bhavet mukti. Bodhuhu means the one who will understand this properly, he will be free from all bandhanas. He will be realizing, he will be free, he will get the moksha, he will get the liberation. Brahmaloko api upasituhu. Once you will get this one, the lower Brahman upasana, whenever you are doing, you will get the Hiranyagarbha. If you are considering the higher Brahman, then you will get the higher Brahman. You will get the liberation, mukti you will get. If the lower Brahman upasana you are doing, you will get the Hiranyagarbha. So, dvayamapi, this and that both you will get.
Dhanyavada, Mahoday.
Dhanyavad Mahodaya.
We had a wonderful explanation of Nachiketa's question, now very clearly put. And our teacher, Acharya Yamadharmaraja, begins to explain about Omkara. And from the next class onwards, we will come to those important verses which are also quoted in the Bhagavad Gita, like Najayate Mriyate Va. We'll conclude with the Shanti Pata. Mahoday, sir. Om.
Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Namo Namaha. Dhanyavadaha.